Hello, comics and pop culture people. It's your friend Brian, aka Big B McFly, and I am here with my friend Mr. Akins.
Oh,
And
sister.
yeah, it's the opposite way. and we're just gonna be hanging out and unboxing some stuff. Mr. Akins got a package for the. Let me put my ear over there. For the comic book shout out, and so he got some stuff in the mail, and so we're going to show some things there. And I got some stuff that Mr. Akins got a preview of the other night. He got a
Ooh,
private showing.
a private showing. It's always nice to get those private showings. They're always wonderful.
How was your day, sir?
It was good. How about yours?
I get to go back to work tomorrow, so that's good. That is good. So I see we got one person in the chat, or in the room. You want to say hi? That'd be awesome. Otherwise, whoops. Hey, I don't know what I just did, but
You did something.
I did something. I was trying to
Let me go over there and
say
see if I
hi.
can get in the chat.
But yeah, so I'm sure we'll get more people in the room. But yeah. So good to hear you had a good day today. Yeah, it was pretty laid back. I've been having some problems with one of my ankles, and it's actually finally back to normal, semi. And then I went down to hand something off. Travis was giving it's been a weird day today. Travis was handing off a piece of artwork to Bronze Age Nerd for a fundraiser that he's going to be doing this weekend for
Veterans Day.
The Veterans Day thing. So I have a piece in there, the one with hey Alexander, how you doing? So I have the piece with the Batman and the Batarangs holding up with Superman reflected in it. That's going to be on the auction.
Hulk 340.
The Hulk 340 homage is going to be up on auction, and then Travis homaged the Batman by Frank Miller. Batman and Robin leaping over the city, but he did Spider-Man and Spider-Boy.
I saw that. Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Hey, Manny, how are you tonight? Good to see you.
Collector.
Yeah. And Alexander, we were both just saying we had a pretty good day and feeling live and
and ready.
Live. Brain dead, apparently.
Searching for those words wherever they're at.
Words are hard.
Ricky has all of them. He's got all sorts of them.
All sorts of words. He's got them all, and he keeps them all, and doesn't let us use them. Only a few. He has the mind control.
We can visit on the weekends.
Right. All right. Well, do you want to let people know what's going on with you as far as what you got in the mail?
Yes. Well, for those people that participate in the shout out videos, you put that hashtag shout out, and you shout out other channels that you may like, ones that you feel that need some more subs, that need a little bit more support that you like, and those kind of things. And I've done, how many of those? I've done a couple of them.
Oh, you've done more than a couple.
I don't know. I like doing shout out videos. I do like doing the shout out videos. And when you do one of those shout out videos, you get put into a chance to win some art by Mr. Big B McFly here. And I think
or by
do what?
Or by Travis.
Or by Travis. That's correct. And
from Comics Limited. He does some pretty cool artwork. And he always one-ups me with his color art.
And the last giveaway, you do it like in the middle of the month. And the last giveaway, I won a piece of original art by Big B McFly. What makes it even better is you get to say, hey, well, what would you like on this piece of art? And since it was Halloween, even though I think I had said before that if I ever won one, something I would want would be Dracula versus Werewolf by Night. And and then you did a live where you actually drew it. How long did it take you to draw this?
I did it over the course of a few sittings. I started it on I started on a live stream. So Manny says he did an Avengers homage of Green Arrow and Atom instead of Hawkeye and Ant-Man. Oh, cool. Posted it on his IG. Manny's a pretty cool artist. You guys should check him out. Definitely.
Yes.
Good channel. We'll do a shout out right now. Manny the Hobgoblin Collector. Great artist, great YouTube channel, as well as you should check out his Instagram and Collecting Casually. So we've got both of those guys in here. And Reverend Wormwood also on Instagram as well. Great guy.
I think Collecting Casually is working on a new video. I think last time I heard something in the ether out there that he may be working on a new video. So make sure you check his out because I think he's coming out with a new video.
Yeah, definitely check that out. So you requested it and I did smart. I started it on a art stream with K-Pop Junkie. She had like a live art stream where people could just hang out and draw. And so I started it, and then I did a live stream on my channel where I did more. And hey, we got another guest hanging out who wants to say, hey, let's see who's here. Hey, it's Alan.
Well, of course.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Alan.
So,
Alan is always available.
not really.
Not always,
not really.
but sometimes, you know.
My wife, I said, it's only for 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm limited.
You got a 30-minute timer. Go.
Yeah, go.
What's his name? Leaker says, he says, oh, I'm just a streamer whore. It's like I'm all over the place.
Yeah, no, it's like, it's always cool to like, go on all these different channels and stuff.
So we were just talking about Mr. Akins winning his piece of artwork for the hashtag comic book shout out.
Oh,
and he was talking about his request. So we're going to make him big here because he got a package in the mail today.
Oh,
and
wow.
This is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful piece of art.
Yeah,
I was
amazing.
so happy with the way that came out. I might have to actually have you make a nice scan of that for me. I just took a picture of it.
I can do that.
Yeah, I mean that's comic
this
cover worthy. So
yeah, I thought that came out super great.
I just really like the way the cape is done.
Yes, this is
the cape and I love the cross, the little crown of thorns and the cross.
Him with the cross, which is funny.
Yeah, well, and Dracula has a silver dagger. So
yeah, he's got that silver dagger.
Oh, that's really cool.
I love the detail in this. I love the buildings in the back, like you said, the cross, everything about this. And like you were saying, the cape, the moon in the background back there, up here.
Actually, I like the way the buildings are. They're kind of framed by his cape, which is kind of really interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, when I first started drawing it, I wanted it to be more like it just more like to emphasize the angle that he's coming down from above. And Mike told me he really likes the way the werewolf's fur. He's like, it's hard to draw muscles with fur. He's like, the muscles really.
Yeah, you did it well. You got that sort of like that side thing going on too, where how you have that side muscle.
Yeah. Hey, Tina. Good to see you.
Got his back done correctly, where he's kind of arched back to like as if he's swinging.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I thought it came out, like I said, like I was super happy with it. While I was drawing it, I kept thinking of like a wrestling announcer going, off the top rope.
Yeah. How's that look to it a bit?
And the signature.
Yep. Brian, aka BB McFly.
That's cool.
This is beautiful. And like I said, I'm going to get it framed. It's just where am I going to put it? I don't think I'm going to actually put it in the comic book room. I may have it in my bedroom.
Thank you, Buried. I'm really happy with the way it came out, and I'm just super stoked to see that Mr. Akins is pleased with it. So
I'm super pleased with this. I look at the art that I've got another piece from you and this. And and then I see how Karen's pages really goes after original pieces of artwork.
Yeah.
This is just
right.
This is it. This is original. There's only one, this one. And it's so nice to have something this is the only one.
Actually, I was going to tell you, Brian, that your artwork is actually getting better each time I see it. I think you're getting like I think because you're doing all these recent like art things, I think you're actually getting your skill is getting way better. I
I'm
think you're
just getting
getting,
back into the swing of it. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
getting getting my flow going.
because like even like little things like the way his coat is done, like it's got like that kind of, it's bent because he's like crouched. It's got that kind of movement to it. It's quite nice.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So great
I thought it
detail
came
there.
out really well. And
I love it.
Tina's been really cool. Like when I do a live stream doing art, she's on there being encouraging and talking to me and talking to the chat and keeping everybody entertained. And so thank you, Tina. Thank you for being here tonight.
And like Alan
Tina-
says, the way his cape frames those buildings in the back, it feels
Yeah,
like
I like that.
it's got a lot of depth to it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was super happy with the way it came out. Like and I just my whole thing is like movement. I like to just convey movement through all of my line work. So
Hmm.
I just wanted to feel like everything is moving. Like there's a gust of wind behind the cape coming down the street.
Hmm.
The whole thing. So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
this is beautiful.
yeah.
I love this.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Like these like, oh, they're not commissions, but they're like where the winner gets to say, "Oh, I'd like to see these two characters or this situation." I think it really it as an artist, I think it kind of gives you that kind of creative motivation. Like I don't know, you know what I mean? Like it's sort of inspiration. Sometimes it's hard. It's almost like when writers get writer's block. But if somebody says, "Oh, do this," I think it kind of like inspires you to kind of go out of your
Yeah,
normal
a
realm of
little bit.
stuff that you do.
Do you
Yeah,
find that
like
you do work better with parameters or
sometimes it gives me you know an idea or a frame of reference to work with, right?
Hmm.
Oh, hey, Angry Otter, good to see you. He
So
says, "Howdy,
because
all
I
you crazy
always
cool kids."
because I always find like if you do it yourself, if you're just constantly just doing your own stuff, you'll sort of repeat yourself a little bit. You'll get sort of like you'll pigeonhole yourself. Like where you're kind of doing the same stuff. But if somebody says, "Oh, I want you to do a sea monster on like a like some random thing
Right,
that
right.
you totally would normally never do," it kind of forces you kind of out of your comfort zone. You know.
Well, yeah, like last night on the Between the Lines, they said they wanted to do
Yeah,
was it Day of the Dead? Yeah,
I was
so
really impressed by this one actually.
yes, that's another beautiful piece.
and that
Yeah.
was just like I got on there. Usually when they do their theme, they'll let me know a few days in advance and I'll start drawing. Last night I started like 20 minutes into their stream. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna draw this picture really quick. So yeah, came
So,
out
so
pretty
one
well.
of
I
the
liked
things
it.
is I really love to see like I'm not a big fan of black and white to tell you the truth. I always like to
Uh-huh.
see things colored. I'd love to see like that level of finish. I just like to see it colored. I don't know. It's like a thing. I don't know. I just like to see one of your pieces like done whole all the way, like where you color it and everything. Do you ever do that or?
Yeah, I do. I do. Usually I do it digitally for my
Mhm.
colors. And so
So you would scan it and then
then I would color it because undo is my best friend, in case I
yeah,
goof
yeah,
up.
yeah, of course, of course.
Um, but
Yeah, no, because you wouldn't
so
want to color it and then oh crap, it's just messed up and then you have to start all over again. But
I
yeah,
want to say hi to Trev and 23 Munch and everybody in the chat. But yeah, no, I would do it digitally for the colors. However, I know you guys saw that Cthulhu I showed on Halloween.
Yes.
yeah,
This one here. Well, apparently, uh, Stepo's wife saw that picture and
mhm.
fell in love with it, and she wants it colored, and he wants to buy it from me. So
See, yeah,
I'm gonna
see, that's what I'm
hand
saying.
color it. So we'll see how. we'll see how the hand coloring comes up. I'm sure that or comes out. I'm sure I'll show it off to you guys and see what you think. But
So when you color it, do you do it with watercolors or
well, I don't. That's
crayons?
the thing.
Or
This is done on like
I'm not
just
sure
like
what medium.
yeah, this is done on photocopy paper, so it's like it's really thin paper, and not the kind of
Mhm.
stuff you would use for watercolor. Watercolor will make
Yeah,
that
just
like
will just
buckle.
eat away. Yeah.
So I'm gonna probably try to do colored pencil
Okay.
to do it because it's probably going to be the easiest thing to not goof up the materials. But
Mhm.
Are
I
you
make
gonna?
sure I have a good copy of it before I before I start
Well, that's what I was
coloring
wondering.
it.
Are you going to scan it before the way it is now, before you start to color it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've got some photos of it already, but I'll probably try to make like a really good scan of it before I color it, just in
Mhm.
case.
I'm actually surprised Alan doesn't like black and white as much as he does
No,
color.
I'm weird that way. I should like black and white because like you know I collect Warren and that's all black and white.
Right.
But I don't know why I don't know. I kind of prefer colored. I like I almost
I'm just
it's almost like you know when you read a book and you're like really curious what that would look like in a movie. I almost feel like that way with black and white. I'd really like to see, oh, what would that look like colored? I know it sounds weird, but that's the way I feel about it. Yeah.
Well, I was looking at
it's an interesting idea.
the last video Karen's Pages did. She had a piece of original art. It was a cover, and it was in black and white, but she showed the colored, and I was like, I like the original black and white better than I did.
Sometimes it can be better. You're right. I agree.
And it matters on who the colorist is, just like the
Yeah.
artist or the inker.
Yeah, I mean the wrong colorist can ruin a piece too. So I mean, but
Oh, yeah.
I've always seen myself as more of like the penciler ink, not not even the inker, the penciler part of the team. You know, and you got the penciler, the inker, the colorist. I'm the guy that does
The
just lays
pencils.
down the pencils and the motion and the just conveys what my vision is, and then people will work
Yeah,
off
I
of
mean,
that. So yeah, it's not my first time coloring, Trev, although I'm not real confident in my coloring. Like I said, I usually do it digitally and then I'm a little more confident. I don't like goofing up. That's why I work in pencil, because I'm afraid that I'm gonna goof up with inks and stuff like that. So
I'm a big fan of inking as well. So I actually
you just pushing my
I just want
boundaries
to push
there.
you.
I get it.
Where's
I
the
get it.
animatronics? And then that's the next
The
step. So
animatronics. That's right. That's right. That's right.
that's where we're going with this. This is it's
All
like
right.
I'm trying to get you there. I'm trying to get you there, and you're going to get there
I
sometime.
understand. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
Well, let's see. You got some other stuff in your package there, Mr. Akins. Did you want to
Yes,
show
I
that stuff off
do.
too?
Well,
Okay.
not only did I get an original piece of art, but I got some trades. I got
Oh,
this
wow.
one right here, Jonah Hex, Face Full of Violence.
That's like I say it's akin to like Western meets the X-Files. It's like it's weird Western, violent, solo contained stories. Really good stuff.
It's funny you say that. We've taken a break from playing D&D and we're using a different gaming system. And the guy that wanted to run a Weird West type system using the BRP system, basic role playing system.
Mhm.
And he goes, it's like Jonah Hex. And I said, I don't think I've ever read any Jonah Hex. He's like, well, the original Ghost Rider, not the Spirit of Vengeance one, the one that was on the horse out in West and stuff. So I'm looking forward to reading this one.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. That's why I sent it to you.
We've got the Ultimate Fantastic Four.
That's actually a pretty good.
crossover.
I read that run. That's a pretty good run.
And Mr. McFly said that there was something significant about this. What's significant about this one?
It's the beginning of it has the origins of the Marvel Zombies, the very first appearance of the Marvel Zombies,
Yeah.
the first story arc that features the Marvel Zombies. And then they were so popular in that comic that they went ahead and did the Marvel Zombie series. So
Mhm.
You notice I don't remember this cover, but this back cover I remember seeing for some reason.
I showed that cover
yeah.
off on my channel. That
Mhm.
issue, that cover right there is the issue that is the first appearance of the Marvel Zombies. Yeah. Yep.
And then I'm not sure. These are flare prints.
Oh yeah. They're cards. You could buy them in a pack, and you would get one in a pack. They were random back in the day.
Okay. And
Oh,
these
interesting.
are what would appear on the cards, the trading cards back in the 90s.
Yeah, they would be the tiny trading cards back in the 90s, but they were. Oops, looks like we lost Alan. Oh, he's back.
Oh, I'm back.
So
All
you
right.
got Iron Man on this side and then
Magneto.
Magneto on the other side. So there's two in here. I haven't opened this up.
Yeah, I think there's two in there.
Okay. Then we've got
Here,
Decorum.
make him big again. I think I messed
Make
you
me
up when I
big.
came back.
Make me big, Mr. Big B.
Okay. So that I haven't read. It looked interesting. I buy those bulk lots of books, and I was like,
Mhm.
you're into that horror-esque, that
Yes.
really cool artwork, and I was like, hey, this looks cool. This looks like right up your alley. So
I'm looking forward to reading this one too. It does look interesting. Hickman.
Should be
did you
good.
see your other card in the pack?
No, I just saw these two. This one and then this
Oh
one.
yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Look, I just didn't see you show it off. Hey, we got another guest. We got Brandon
hey,
from
wow.
Mon Comics.
Hi, Alan. Hi, Mr. Akins. Hi, Bigby. How are you guys?
What
Hey,
does your
doing
hat
good.
say?
Rage Against the Machine, brother.
Rage Against the
Oh,
Machine.
wow.
Yeah, I
So
went to
Mr. Akins is just showing off the contents of his package from the hashtag comic book shout out.
I see
Big
that.
and,
Cover.
So he got these are actually trading cards that are comic book size. You could get them in a pack back in the day. You get one card in a foil pack. And yeah, so
Those are really cool.
Did you was a pack that size, or did you send away for it? Like, I don't.
no, they were actually a pack you could get. The whole how a box of trading cards would sit on the counter. Well,
Yeah.
they would sit on the counter, and it was one big pack that would fill up the whole box. And there would be a stack
Crazy.
of them in the box.
That's sick.
And how
I
many
think I
different
like this
ones are there?
Magneto better than the Iron Man.
Well, I give you the Iron Man because you're the Iron Man guy,
Yes, this is one of my least favorite versions of the Iron Man armor. I think they call it the modular.
Yeah, it doesn't look that. It doesn't even look like Iron Man, actually. I didn't realize it was Iron Man.
We've got Jason Aaron, Sea of Stars.
Yeah, that's the first issue of that, and I think that's a Mignola cover. So Mike Mignola, the guy who did Hellboy.
This looks interesting as well.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Alexander. I'm not ignoring you. Trev says Flair is a great set. Alexander said that he would be interested to see somebody do artwork for that idea that he had about the minion robot that's a slave, and I'd be interested to see something done with that too. So, and then
Is that the Dallas?
Then the Dallas
cheerleaders?
Cowboy cheerleaders are missing.
Wow.
Colossus Collector is going to be jealous that you got that. He's a Dallas Cowboys fan.
This is cool.
The
Now,
story
what
with
is-
that is I went to a shop that had moved up to my area from Texas, and they had a stack of those in their back issues. And they were like,
wow.
yeah, we don't know what to price these at. So we just put them out for like $5 a piece. And I was like, they're like, we can't find them anywhere. And I was like, they're harder to find when you look them up. They're under like Dallas Times Herald supplement. And so they were actually inserted in the newspaper and then stuffed into people's newspaper boxes and stuff. And so it's kind of hard to find them in high grade. But anyway, I went back and I looked them up, and they're like $20+ a piece.
Really?
So I was like, and they had them. So I picked up every copy they had because they had them all in high grade. So you were the proud recipient of one.
Thank you.
That's very cool.
So there is the haul, shout out haul. This.
Wow,
this.
big haul.
Yes.
Did we lose Mon? All right. Well, Mon's back.
And of course,
I guess I lost you for a second there.
I hit
Brandon.
something. My computer illiterate brain hit something. I'm sorry.
That's all good. You're back. Hello.
It's a great haul.
At least you have internet. When I was on your live last time, I didn't even have internet. I said, I better go to another room in the house to make sure I've got internet.
It was like you were like, and we were like,
exactly.
The suspense is killing me. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing?
Did he show the art yet?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Yeah,
you want to take a look at it again? We'll show it off.
One more time.
You know, Big B sent me that, and I was like, I just want him to write that comic. It is so, with the werewolf with the crucifix and Dracula has a silver dagger. I mean, that is just, I would buy that if I saw that on a shelf in a heartbeat.
Yes.
I was going to say, well, that issue does exist. That is the actual issue of that crossover.
Yeah, but the cover's not that
Number
cool.
15. Yeah, number 15 is the right number.
This could have been a variant cover.
Yes.
Big B variant.
I draw my Dracula a little different. They drew their Dracula like older and looking Latino back in the day, and my Dracula looks a little different.
Yeah, you're right. I just turned around and looked at it on on the 15 and the Tomb of Dracula 18. He does look a little Latino.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just the way that they drew it. So
not at all. You've blessed a lot of people with some awesome artwork. Alan, yours was amazing too.
Yeah, I got it right here actually.
Yeah, let me see that too. Mine's still at the old lady.
You got yours right there? Oh, let's see Alan's. All right. Solo.
Unreal.
Is this working? For some reason on my
There you
screen,
go.
like still weird. Okay. I hope that you guys can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right.
It's
That looks
unreal.
awesome. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I was real happy with the way that one came out too.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I like the fact you got my 3 favorite girls on it. So
Yeah, okay, so
Three
it's Wonder
favorite
Woman.
ladies.
It's Wonder Woman, Vampirella, and who's the third?
Zombie Tramp.
Zombie Tramp. Okay, God, I'm in love with all of them.
Everybody likes Zombie Tramp. It's it's like a popular character.
I had to like educate myself, so I didn't realize that she was kind of an anti-hero character where she kills the bad guys and eats them, and she regenerates, and she's got a whole thing going on.
And she's got magic and a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah.
I know. Very cool character. If you like zombies and tramps.
Zombies and tramps.
So yeah.
Right
But
on.
this one actually, again, you have that really good flow thing going on where their hair's like flowing. I like the bats kind of coming out of like this whole, almost like she's casting a spell with the bats coming out of it. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I try to make, that's my whole thing, is trying to convey motion. So
So that was really good.
yeah,
I always have it right in front of me, so it's always easy to grab.
we get the close up of your stubbly chin, buddy.
Oh yeah, I'm being lazy about shaving. Every so often I get really lazy. I'm just like,
It's all good, brother. Well, I have some stuff to show off if you guys want to take a look at some things. I got some stuff from doing some trading with our buddy Dan over at Dan's X-Men Comics this weekend.
Yes.
So Mr. Akins got to see like a...
Bigby, did your package arrive yet that I sent to you?
It may have. It goes to my wife at the main part of the house before I would see it. So.
Has to be cleared through customs first.
Right, basically.
Fair enough.
Yep.
That's a sweet cover.
So yeah, Captain America Annual 8. I love that cover. Mike Zeck.
Yes.
Sweet cover. Pick
I
that
love
up.
his rendition of Captain America.
And then filling in my
nice.
run, I needed a 1, so I got he had a real nice copy of number 1.
That's great.
Yeah, Newsy. I don't know if they count it. It has a there is a non-newsstand, right? I think. Anyway.
Yeah. Most of them were newsstands back then, though.
Right. And then pick this up from him.
Oh, nice.
X-Men 14. It's got a chunk missing out down here. But I'll just cover that up, and then it's a beautiful copy.
Beautiful. Mint. Mint.
I went before I sold my collection and like to get my wife's engagement ring. I had a great copy of that in like 2013. I had a great copy that I got for $80 at a local comic store. And yep, you're welcome, Hannah.
Yeah. So pick this up from him. You're gonna see a theme here. It's gonna be a lot of X-Men. So filling in pieces of my run for X-Men. So
Oh, that's
96.
Memora, or what's her name?
Moira
what's her-
McTaggart. Yep. First
Yeah,
appearance, Moira
McTaggart.
McTaggart.
Yeah.
Yep. And a 99.
Oh, that's interesting.
Forget the significance of this one. Is it the first time they call Wolverine Logan or something like that? There's some significance to that one.
Mhm.
But 99, and then 102, Colossus and the Juggernaut slugging it out.
Mhm. So how like are you trying to get a run of X-Men? Like
Yes.
the Claremont run, I guess?
Yes, yeah. So there's a 103. And yeah, he had a lot of the ones that I was missing. So 109, First Weapon Alpha.
Oh, nice.
And 129 is the big one.
Mm.
First White Queen and first Kitty Pryde.
Mm.
Yep. And then I had a copy of this one, but I had a chunk missing out of it. This one is a nice, vibrant.
I always feel like that's a key, but it's not.
Yeah, but it's I always love the issues where they're messing with the trade dress. So
Yeah.
yeah, just crushing the X-Men logo. And then I had a copy of this, but it was like a lower grade, so I picked up a nice high grade copy.
Nice.
That's really cool.
As well as the one following that, the second part of Days of Future Past.
It's always good to have the set.
And the last Byrne Claremont one, 143.
Already
I have
for
that. It's like
Christmas
my
on
only
that
Christmas
one.
cover.
Yeah,
That's an Aliens homage.
Yes, the whole issue is a total ripoff of Aliens, but
especially
so
the end
good,
of it.
though.
Yeah, it is
It's
great. I
so
love
good though. But that's actually not even Byrne on that cover. That's Terry Austin doing the whole job by himself. So
sick.
So is it like, what's the story? Is it like, does something come out of somebody's stomach or anything like that? Or?
no, it's that everybody leaves for Christmas. Kitty Pryde is the only one at the mansion, and there's this alien that somehow, I forget, were they on a mission and the alien got snuck on board the
Okay,
the
so similar
Blackbird.
idea to Aliens.
Very
Yeah.
But
similar.
she's fighting this alien in the mansion the whole issue.
Oh, that's cool.
So 160. We were both Dan and I were making fun of this. He says, first Ileana as an adult. If you consider a 12-year-old an adult, I guess. That's what they listed as. So first time Ileana is shown as a mutant, basically, where she's got the powers.
Mm-hmm. That's Ileana
And-
Rasputin?
Yeah. Colossus' little sister.
Yeah.
Magic.
Magic. Mm.
Yeah.
I like that character.
And then first Mr. Sinister.
How many of those does Dan have?
I think he's got like 6 or 7.
Oh, I thought he had
Most of these books, we were trading, and he would be like hemming and hawing. He'd be like, and then he'd kind of take a couple steps away. And he'd be muttering to himself, he's like, "Well, you do have 4 copies of that." Okay. First Gambit.
Nice.
Yeah, nice
Oh,
copy of that.
Yeah, that's where I misplaced my Gambit copy. I was wondering where it was.
Yeah, Mr. Akins was telling me he can't find his copy of the first Gambit. And then
I
this
can't
isn't
find
a
my
big.
copy of the one I bought off the shelf. I can't find it.
And then this isn't a big key,
Oh,
but first Onslaught.
Hmm.
So, and then the 2 biggest books that I got from him, 9/6.
Whoa.
Secret Wars 8.
Nice.
Wow.
Jazzy
And-
hands.
Yeah, just hand. And then a 9-6 of that first. Ilyana as a 12-year-old adult.
That's a major key. Major
It's
key.
a major. Well, it's her first appearance as a mutant character. So,
Yeah, yeah. That's
Angry
cool.
Otter says the X-Men Mansion Casa Loma in Toronto is a beautiful building.
That's
didn't
true.
know they had an X-Men mansion there.
No.
Toronto.
X-Men was filmed at Casa Loma.
Oh, okay.
And so if you go to the basement of Casa Loma, they show lots of pictures of like the different like parts of Casa Loma that they use for shooting the movie. If you see the building, it's pretty cool looking. I used to go
Right
pretty
on.
much every year to it. You know, it's something to do when you're in Toronto.
Hey, Aaron. Good to see you.
Did they film the first 3 there, Aaron?
Yeah, I think so.
Angry Otter was saying that X-Men Mansion. Yeah.
So actually, if you guys know Scott Pilgrim, they did Scott Pilgrim there too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love Scott
Lots of
Pilgrim.
movies are filmed there. It's a really cool castle.
Well,
For sure.
I think they filmed like the whole movie there, and so there was a lot of references to things that only people that lived in the area
In Toronto
would
would
know.
know. Yeah. Like they show Honest Eds and a whole bunch of things. Like it's just like, yeah, if you're from Toronto, you like, that's and he's like wearing a CBC shirt and stuff like that. It's just it's very very Canadiana. It's kind of funny.
Okay, Brandon, you got something to show off. I saw it. It's on your hand.
Oh, my pumpkin.
You
All
gotta
healed.
show
Oh
it.
yeah, zoom in
Yeah.
on that. I actually didn't get to see it.
All healed. He's gonna add a little more green and put some more like black up in here, so it's not just bright orange. But I'm very, very healed up quick, healed up great. So now I've got a wampa and a pumpkin. So I feel even. It felt very uneven. Just
So now you can, like, when you're mad at somebody, you can be like, which one do you want, the wampa or the pumpkin?
the wampa. Yeah, exactly. Can I show just a few? I expect all of you to get into this. Just my 1,000 subscriber giveaway is Saturday, and you still have time.
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
Oh, that's
You're more than welcome to show stuff, sir.
Alan, go in and get on that. And anyone in the chat, just go on to the video where I announced the 1,000 subscriber giveaway and just hashtag 1,000. And it's buried under cards and comics. It healed up great. So I'm giving away this. Is Tom Whalen is like a pop culture artist. Used to do a lot of stuff for Mondo. And this is this came out in 2012. It was a 50-year anniversary of Amazing Spider-Man, and it's numbered 36 out of 62. And if you notice, the spider web is in the radioactive symbol.
That's right.
Oh wow.
He's got radioactive blood.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's very cool.
I got that print, and then this frame is custom, so it's a really nice sturdy frame. So that is in the giveaway. Captain America Toy Biz 1984. He's not on the card, but he's got his tray and all of his little accessories. He's dead mint. And
Let me see his forehead.
Yeah, that's what tell whether it's dead mint.
Yeah, no, the A is. I mean, it wasn't played with. Some kid literally opened it, and
Nice.
I don't know if it was a collector or what, but he's never.
That's America's A.
That is America's A right there. Yes, it is. So that is in the giveaway. The print, Dark Horse Comics presents #1. The Uncanny X-Men and the Teen Titans, Marvel and DC present.
I think that's one of the best crossovers of Marvel and DC. I think they did a really good job in that one.
I agree.
Did you look real close at Jean's face on that? She's a skull behind her elbows.
Yeah. She's creepy. And then Suicide Squad #1, first ongoing series. Really nice black cover, high grade. Wolverine versus Predator, the one that came out like last month, the month before, the Peach Momoko variant.
Oh, cool.
Beautiful.
And then I had to throw in an issue of Man Thing.
Yes. Always
had to.
I had to show my Man Thing. Always throwing around the Man Thing. And then a Avengers #50 and a 7.5.
Wow, that's a pretty awesome giveaway.
Yeah, I'm really thankful, Alan. Like, I think all of us know as comic collectors, we get, you start to acquire so much stuff. And when so many people are supporting you, like you guys have, and my subscribers and stuff, you want to give some back, right? Like it feels like the right thing to do, to be this blessed to have all these amazing like books and friends with amazing books around me. So like if I can hook someone else up and like maybe jumpstart their collection or add to it, then I'm happy to.
Wow, it's huge. So are you monetized now?
I'm not. No, I lack the view
Watch
hours.
hours?
Like, I'm like 1,000 watch hours. If that ever happens, great. I know it's like pennies on the dollar.
So
You're a lot closer than I am.
Right now, everybody watching right now, go to Mon's Comics, go to your playlist and just play it in the background. Let's just everybody play Mon's Comics playlist in the background, okay? And then we'll get them to
and then
that.
do Bigby's too.
Yeah, do Bigby's too. And
Bigby needs watch hours too.
Okay, I'll play both. I'm going to play both. I'll just open a bunch of tabs. Everybody's playlist will be on autoplay, and
I do that with you guys. I do that. Well, I'm going back to work Monday, but when I was at work, I do that with you guys. I put you guys on in the background, and I put my phone on my cart, and I just work and like listen to you guys. I try to do it like for everyone that I can once, every day of the week. So pump those hours up for everyone.
Just
right.
all my ads play. That's all I ask. I need to pay for all these comics.
Yeah, you do, Alan. Your unboxings have been just off the hook lately.
Yeah, and actually, I just picked up a Major Grail. Actually.
Yeah.
Oh, Angry Otter says if you mute it, we don't get credit for the watch hours.
I knew that. I knew that trick, Michael.
Oh, really?
You can't mute it. Yeah, you got to have it running.
Oh my goodness! I was muting it. Oh shoot! I wasn't helping people then. I was trying to help people, and you can't mute it.
You just turn it way down to where it's like on 1.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay. Thanks.
Did you notice a spike in watch hours when you started doing lives, Brandon?
Yes, my watch hours definitely. It bumped them well, but not like crazy. But it definitely helps. Like just one live a month, which is all I can handle. It definitely did. And then like the Halloween show that was 2 hours, I got more views on that in 2 days than I did on my very first best one, like very first one that performed the best, like 2 days. It just, I had so many great guests. That's why so many people wanted to tune in. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate your kind comments, man. It's been a minute since I've talked to you, but FF pickups are going to start slowing down. I'm getting towards the nitty gritty. Unless Alan wants to, let me work for his FF1.
No, it's okay.
I had to try. Alan, what big grail did you just get? Did you reveal it yet, Alan? Or
I haven't revealed it yet. I haven't paid for it yet. It's like eight months out. 8 months out.
Well, you guys show off that detective you just got.
Yeah, congrats on that, man.
Yeah.
I was watching you live on that, and I mean, all the pre-code you picked up was fantastic as well. But then when you dropped that,
so the grail that I got is actually bigger than this one. So, but this is still a good book.
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's the label. It's just.
Yeah, just ignore the label. Just look at the 7.0. It's a 7.0.
When you get to books that big, labels don't matter.
Yes.
Yeah. So the other book I'm getting is a blue label. It's a 5.5.
Nice.
And it's not a superhero book. It's more pre-code horror, but it's a Major Grail pre-code horror.
I already know what it is. I can guess it. I know right off the top of my head. I know.
Yeah.
I won't say it.
Probably
I
guessed
know
from all those details that it's a
Yes, and based on what else I know you have.
Yeah. So there's a book I've been wanting, and I finally made a deal to get it. So but this one I was actually pretty excited to get. This is, I always consider him an A-tier character, right? It's like, what's Batman without Robin? So
doesn't Robin have more Silver or Golden Age appearances than Batman?
I don't know.
Because
I don't think so.
Of the Teen Titans and the fact that he was in World's Finest. He's always with Batman in those time period. And then he also had Teen Titans. There's somebody was saying that he actually had more appearances than.
And he's in Brave and the Bold too. So
yes.
And
Buried Under Comics says that Golden Age, yes, he has more Golden Age appearances than Batman.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. It's just weird to think of that, but yeah, you're right. That's very funny. Yeah, but it's, yeah, it's a cool book. Cool book. So I'm quite happy to have it. Yeah, but you know, it's one of those things. You get a big book, and then you move on to the next big book. It's like, what am
Right.
I doing? What am I doing?
We're on a thread with a bunch of other guys, and they were just saying that they're like, why? Well, somebody was like, why can't I just be happy? I get a book, and it's like, oh, cool, and then I put it away, and I'm like, what's the next thing?
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh, now it's stuff's in a box. You just throw it in a box. It's like,
Well,
Right.
that's why Biggie's show is so great, you know, because like it forces you to keep looking at your books all the time.
So actually, I got to warn you guys about this next Biggie show. It's going to be like, it's going to be Silver Age, right? So
Right.
we're going to, Steven and myself, we're going to go crazy, and we're going to like show some pretty major books, like Silver Age stuff. So we're going to, we showed all the typical ones that everybody knows, but we're now going to show some other cool stuff. So
You're gonna
You've
crush
been warned.
yeah, it's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. We're going to show some crazy stuff. Yeah.
And that's this Friday.
That's this Friday.
Yeah, Biggie or someone. Steven's like, "Are you
I think
coming
all of
on?"
you
I'm
guys
like,
were invited.
"Yeah." I'm like, "Wait, who's gonna be on?" He's like, "Me and Alan." I'm like, "No, I'm all right, thanks. I'm gonna watch."
And
Yeah,
Steven
it
was
should be
trying to get
fun.
me to come on. I was like, no, no, thanks.
Oh, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. You know.
I actually got invited to go onto the Comic Journey is doing a thing for Veterans Day. They're doing a
Oh, okay.
fundraiser, and so they're doing a live art thing where they're auctioning off artwork. So
Oh wow.
I'm going to probably be on that on Friday.
So wait, it's Veterans Day is Saturday, right?
Right. So they're going to be doing that, and then Bronze Age Nerd is doing an auction on Saturday, which is going to have some original artwork as well as a lot of comics and big keys and all kinds of stuff. So he's doing another fundraiser on that, the Heroes for Heroes fundraiser. So,
By the way, on my screen, just so you know, it's still on me. Have you switched it back to everybody
no, would you
else?
like to be off the big screen? I didn't know if you wanted to show anything else. You know,
I can show other things. Do you want me to show other things?
yeah, sure, go ahead. You're welcome to.
Here, okay, I'll grab. I was actually like, I did a live stream where I was actually,
and then he's
some
gone.
books. But oh, am
You're
I
there.
back? Am I still
You're
here? Okay.
He's using my
So
internet.
I was like, yeah, my internet sucks.
I think we're all that way tonight. It's all good.
Tessie.
My internet's. I'm not even sure.
Tessie,
If I'm,
nice. Tessie the
right
typist.
now, like, yeah. So this is Test the Typist. This is kind of a fun one. I don't know. I like it. And then some Canadian
Gun
whites.
Western.
Gun Western.
Otter, you
Yeah.
have a pretty impressive collection for having just started, I have to say.
And then what else do I got here? I think I actually showed these ones. I want to show something new.
I know one thing by watching your channel, Alan. I have been actually looking at things that don't have blue labels. I've been looking at other things because I may be able to afford some of those things because of the labels.
The purple label. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that the Batman that I showed, that's over probably about 200,000-300,000, right? Something like that. Like if it was a blue label. But getting it in a purple label, it's like 10 to 15,000.
Do you
It's
think
like,
the value
makes a
of
big
those
difference.
purple labels are going to start to go up because people are going,
Yeah, sometimes it really doesn't make sense because a 1.0 or even a 0.5 can go for 10,000. So why would you like? It doesn't even make sense. You could just like you could rip off all the stuff from that makes it a purple label and it'd still be higher grade.
Right.
Right.
Your logic is not flawed. I like that pre-code book you showed a couple books ago with a woman in the red dress. That was great.
Which one? Like, okay, when you say woman in red dress and like my collection, it's like
No, the
there's maybe
pre-code
about 1,000 books.
the pre-code horror you just showed like 2 or 3 books ago.
2 or 3 books ago. Oh, this one, The Punch.
Correct. Yeah,
Yes.
the Punch. Yeah.
Punch Comics. Yeah, there you go.
So this is my Punch collection. So you can see Punch is actually a really funny series because it's like in each book they had like a crime story, a good girl art kind of story, and like a humor story and like a superhero story in each one. and then they would put different covers on each each
issue.
rated
Yeah.
comic, each issue. And what would happen is so you think, oh, it's like it's a comedy book or cartoon book, and then the next issue is like horror, and like so like
Somebody's
Good
head
Girl.
being chopped off on the next
Yeah,
issue.
exactly. Like the most famous one is number 12, right, with the skull, right? And,
Ooh,
That's
these are my
cool.
Lone
I like that Lone
Rangers.
Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I can't show these actually because they're going to be an upcoming unboxing, so you guys can't see those.
No,
Oh, that's more of
You-
Lone Rangers.
gonna spoil it by showing all the people that watch my channel.
Oh, okay. Actually, this is a really cool punch. So this
That is
guy
cool.
has like this sort of like weird laser beam. He's almost like Cyclops.
Hmm.
But it's like a cool red dress bondage cover.
Oh, his is like a yellow beam though, huh?
Yeah, his is like a yellow beam. And this is from the R. Shelton collection. I don't know why somebody stamped R. Shelton.
Stamped it.
I
R.
don't know what it
Shelton.
is, but it's really weird. So yeah. So I don't know.
It's a what's
It's an
that called?
original R. Shelton.
What is that called? It's called a when they're from a special collection.
Yeah, pedigree.
Pedigree, yeah, the R. Shelton
And
pedigree.
if you watch tomorrow's video, I'm going to be showing a bunch of my early Action comics. That's tomorrow.
Cool.
So they're right next to me. So
Very
got a
cool.
bunch of
Ready
Action.
to go.
Yeah, well, I've already filmed it. So
He's a man of
Nice.
action.
and then my Fire Hair. I'm not sure if you guys know Fire Hair, but it's very cool.
Yeah. I'm more familiar with her because of you.
Yeah. So Maurice Whitman did the art for it. So some really great, good girl art for Fire Hair. And the stories aren't bad too. They're actually quite good. So I read all the Fire Hair at one point.
I was telling somebody the other day that I learned the first appearance of Wile E. Coyote from watching your show and picked it
Oh,
up in
yeah.
the wild because I saw it.
Yeah, I mean that's one of those books that was actually really cheap. Like you could pick up really cheaply. Then they CGC denoted it properly, and then the price went through the roof. Like it went from being like a $10 book to like $100 book pretty much overnight. And it's like from 1949, so they had lots of time to figure it out. But
Yeah. I was at the honey hole and I was looking through a pile of funny books and there it was.
Okay, do you guys want to see the very first appearance of the Black Widow?
Sure.
Yeah.
No.
Different Black Widow.
This is the very first and last appearance of the Black Widow. So that's her right there. So yeah.
All right.
But isn't that cool though? It actually says, look, Black Widow.
Huh.
So yeah. So Marvel ripped them off, I think. So
Well, there's so many of those names that got used over and over. There's a Golden Age Vision too, right?
yeah, and actually if you look at the Silver Age Vision, it actually takes one of the splash pages from the Golden Age Vision. It's actually it's a cover swipe of the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so not many people know that, but it's not like it's like a cover swipe of the original Vision from the Golden
So
Age.
Angry Otter says that you're gonna be your own pedigree someday.
I don't actually the problem with my collection is it's not pedigree worthy. You have to have like a high like all your books have to be in that really high grade, and usually you have to be the one that bought them off the shelf.
Right.
So
right.
maybe like in like 100 years they could say, oh, okay, he bought all these Vampirella books and they're pedigree Vampirella books.
They give
Right on.
they give you a custom label for all your books resold, and it would be your YouTube icon of you in the Superman suit.
yeah,
That'd be
There
sweet.
you
Put
go.
up in the corner. That would be
It'll-
awesome.
Yeah. Whoops. We lost
Well,
Alan.
I
Oh,
got
he's
changed.
back.
I got changed. I got
Shuffling it up.
yeah, that was good. So my internet.
All right. Well, does anybody else have anything else to show? Anyone?
Yeah,
Anyone?
I've got something. I never ever find anything at yard sales ever. It's just.
Oh my goodness! You found something at a yard sale?
So I found this guy had put up on Facebook Marketplace, said, "Oh, I'm having a yard sale and I've got some comics." And I said, "Okay, I'll show up." And he actually had some comics that I actually wanted. And each one of these was $1. So these are all dollar fines. I'm in the
Oh,
club
boy.
now. I've got one of
Yeah.
these.
Wow.
Hey,
I think
there we
everybody
go.
has one of those, but I always
Everybody
wanted a
needs one.
98.
I have one now, so I'm in the club. He had this one for $1.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
there you go.
He had this for $1. It's not in super high grade, but hey, it's $1.
Hey,
Still nice.
it's Ghost Rider #1, baby.
Mm-hmm. This one for $1.
Great cover.
What's
This
the
one's in-
significance? It's nice looking, but what's the significance? Or
Say that again.
is it a key in any way, or
No, it's just a newer comic. It's in really good shape, but I mean,
Oh, yeah, it's
I
Alex
like the
Ross.
cover.
Yeah.
it's Alex
It
Ross.
looks like
yeah.
Alex Ross cover. Yeah,
Mhm. So I mean, Alex Ross for $1.
yeah, that's good.
Constantine New 52
Oh, wow.
number 1 for $1.
There you go.
We go from Alex Ross to some
Todd McFarlane.
Todd McFarlane, exactly. For
Wow.
$1. Thought this looked pretty cool, so hey, I'll take that one for $1.
Hey, yeah.
Action Weekly
Never
for
heard of
$1.
it.
Is that a Burn cover?
That is a Perez cover.
All right, because I know Burn
not
was doing them
Perez.
back in that day too.
Friends, Frenz. I can never pronounce his name.
Ron Friends.
Friends,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yep.
Weird.
Angry Otter says he picked up a .5 Rangers #48 with a fire hair cover, Alan.
Oh, nice.
Tim Sale.
Nice. I like that one.
That's really cool.
And he had this one as well there.
Nice.
I'll take that one for $1.
Those I like those American flag covers. I always thought they were cool.
As they said in RoboCop, I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah, that,
This one said, "Hey, I don't have it.
Interesting.
I'll pay $1 for that."
Baron Blood. There you go.
Exactly.
hmm.
Got this
Hey,
one
we
for-
got another guest. I'm gonna bring in Ryan, the Colossus collector, to the
Right there.
stage.
Hey,
What's up, fellas?
Then we're gonna go back full screen to Mr. Akins, though. Here,
This is
hang
for
on a
this
second.
dollar haul.
This is the dollar haul.
Yeah, I found
There we
some
go.
Iron Man for $1 that I didn't have.
looks like the Iron Man family.
Yes.
It's actually Aiken's family photo.
Who
That one
who
was
is that?
$1.
What character was that?
I'm not sure who this is because I haven't read this, but I know kind of what happens in it. They're telling a story of the fact that Tony Stark was adopted, which I didn't. I think that may be the reason I didn't read it because I was like, I don't know about that.
That kind of ruins the whole point of Tony Stark.
Yeah,
You're
because the
right.
other, there's another. What was it? That was the Ultimate's origin, where his dad was injecting his mother in vitro.
Oh man,
So, yeah.
So I'm not sure
Yes.
who that is on the cover.
yeah, it's weird.
Kind of looks like Machine Man, kind of.
It did kind of look like Machine Man, and they have a kind of a running thing.
That almost looks like Lobo crushing Tony Stark's helmet.
I think it may be Ultimo. I think that may be who that is.
Yeah, it looks like Ultron almost from the MCU movies. Ultron.
I had $20 in my pocket, so I picked up 20 comics. Each one of them was $1. I was like,
Oh,
hey,
wow.
I'll pick these up.
Hey,
Dude, wow, man.
money well spent.
Yeah, my first yard sale haul.
I mean, the fact that you're getting them below cover price is awesome.
Well, the other
Yeah.
thing is that you don't ever find them, right? So
Yeah, for me to find
you were
any-
probably like totally excited, right?
Oh yeah, I was super excited because the last time I went to a yard sale, I walked up and that's the first thing I say. I said, "Hey, you got any comics?" And there was a guy behind. He had a table. When I said, "Hey, you got any comics?" He looked back at his mom And he looked back at me and says, "No, I don't have any more." And she was like, "Well, I didn't mean to throw those things out." Argument.
Oh no!
Oh no, I've had that
You got to
happen
tell
before
your
to me. Actually.
you got to tell your story of the estate sale though.
So I don't get anything at estate sales either. So I finally looked on the internet and found this estate sale, and they had some comics. And I was like,
I love that.
I
Mr.
said,
Terrific cover.
I said, "Hey, we can Saturday. Can we go by this estate sale? They may have some comics." She said, "Sure." So we get there, and there are these 3 Vietnam veterans trying to get this couch out of the house. And I'm like, "Well, let me help these guys." So I'm helping them. I'm sweating. We're finally get the couch and load it onto this truck. They go like, "Hey, I appreciate it, man." So that's, "Hey, no problem." So I walk in, I go right up to the thing, and I say, "Hey, y'all got any comics?" And the lady says, "Yeah, we did have some comics, but while you were helping those guys, that guy over there bought all of them." So I'm like, "Great." No good
No
deed.
good deed, man. No
Yeah.
good deed goes unpunished.
Got
Oh,
this
there we
one.
go.
Like that
Nice. That's
cover. I
good.
said, "Hey, pick that one up for $1."
Is that Burn?
Yes, it
That
is.
Burn aping Kirby?
It is Byrne and Austin. I mean, Jack
There
Kirby.
we
It
go.
actually says Kirby. Yeah.
Yeah, Burn and Austin aping Jack Kirby. There we go.
A Batman 500 for $1.
Hey, that's a good buy.
And I saw this one. I said, "Ooh, I got to pick that one up for $1 because that's a cool cover."
Oh, I love that Jim Lee
That is a
cover.
nice one.
Yeah. There's a mirror one for that with Batman on the
Yes.
night skyline. Yeah.
That's a really expensive comic, actually, the Batman one.
Yeah.
So that was my 20 comics.
$20 well spent.
Picked up. Yes, it was money well spent. I'm interested in reading that Iron Man run there since it has just about the secret origin of Tony Stark. Kind of interested in that. So
Hey, can you show off your haul real quick? Just like flash through it. So, because I wanted to get like Mon Comics is okay. There's the artwork.
That is nice. I love that, man. You killed that. You killed that, Brian.
Thank you so much. But I wanted to see what you guys thought of the graphic novels that he got.
this one.
Have you guys read that?
I have not yet.
Never.
Nope.
No.
Good stuff. It's like Old West meets X-Files.
This is a good one.
That's the beginning of the Marvel Zombies, and that's where the whole thing started. And then they made their own series after that. The storyline is so cool. Like Reed Richards keeps getting these messages from this Reed Richards from another dimension, telling him like, "Oh, I'm married to Sue. We have kids, and blah blah blah. And I'll give you the plans to make this interdimensional travel machine." And when he gets there, it's the
all a
apocalypse.
Oh,
And Zombie
Ooh.
Reed comes out and he's like, "Ever get the feeling you've been had?"
It's really
Well,
it's really cool.
It's super
Zombie-
cool.
So in Marvel Zombies, they can talk, or is it just read?
Oh yeah, they're intelligent. They can talk.
They're intelligent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like a virus, like that.
I
they're trying to
haven't-
spread.
I haven't watched.
Yeah, it should be a splash page in there where it says, "Ever get the feeling you've been had?" It's great.
The only Marvel
Yeah.
Zombies thing I've seen or consumed was the What If episode. So and those Marvel Zombies,
Yeah,
Which
it
is-
didn't follow. It didn't.
they were
follow
just
the-
zombies.
Yeah.
Mr. Akins is finding it for you guys.
I'm looking.
So I can
Looking
get
for
down with
splash
those
pages.
intelligent zombies. I'd rather read that than the crossed intelligent zombies.
Have you read that
Crossed
yet?
is kind of brutal.
No,
It's pretty
no,
brutal.
No, I haven't because like Ricky did that review on it, and he's
And
like,
you were like, "That's too much for me." It's pretty brutal.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I
bit
had a
excessive.
shop when that came out, and I gave everybody a money back guarantee. I was like, "Hey, this is really good, but it's also really, really pushing the boundaries." And they were like, "Oh, I can take it." And they come back and hand it to me. I can't take it.
Yeah, it's. I think it goes beyond the boundaries. Actually, it's pretty brutal. Yeah.
I'm looking.
It's just after he he basically goes through the interdimensional portal to see himself. Basically,
I
Yeah.
guess it's this.
it's like
one?
the very end of one. No,
Oh, those are the
before that.
covers.
That's the covers.
What's he saying right there on the word bubble?
He's saying not exactly.
What's the page before that?
So it should be the page before that, because that would be the next issue is where they focus on Marvel Zombies. So there's
It
like
said
a
she
cameo,
says
and then
Reed, is that you? And then the next one he says not exactly.
Oh, okay. So Reed went through by himself originally, and then the rest of them come through to rescue him. So yeah, so he's there. Magneto is there protecting all of the remaining humans.
Magneto's a good guy.
Yeah,
Well,
and
I thought he was always a good guy.
well, he's really a good guy in this. It's like the zombies are about ready to eat a bunch of people, and then they're all of a sudden they look up and they start screaming, "Run!" And you just see cars just raining down from the sky, and Magneto's just killing all these zombies with cars flying down out of the sky.
See, that would have been cool in What If, but I don't think they had the X-Men rights.
Oh, here it is.
Sorted out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ever get the feeling you've been had?
Yeah, ever get the feeling you've been had?
I got to read that now.
Yeah, it's a really good series. It's quite good.
Yeah, because they were hyping it up when that came out, that it was going to be the way that they were going to bring the Ultimates into the MCU or into the Marvel proper, and then they totally gave you a left turn and brought the Marvel Zombies in. So, so yeah, that was just some cool horror covers from my bulk hauls that I thought Mr. Akins would enjoy checking out the artwork in the books.
These flare cards, which were really cool.
Big giant flare cards.
Oversized trading cards. And then the Magneto on the back.
I like that Magneto a lot.
Jason Aaron, Sea of Stars. Big Nola cover.
Yep.
And then, I don't know if you know where they're at.
Oh,
but
Ryan, this is the one Ryan's going to be jealous of.
Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are missing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's a travesty.
Green
Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders meet Spider-Man on the Hulk.
And I'm finding it. Awesome. Amazing.
It came out in the Dallas Times Herald. It was a comic book that was inserted into the newspaper and rolled up and put in people's mail. It's hard to find them in high grade, but
oh man, that is cool.
So there you go.
Actually, I think I saw that once before, actually, on a hot list. That book, that cheerleader one. And it's hard to find.
Ryan,
really
if you need one, I've got some extras. So the thing is, there was a shop that moved up to this area from Texas, and they were like, "We don't know what to do with these. We don't know what they're worth." And they had them in their bin for like $5. And I looked them up. I'm like, they didn't know how to look them up right, and they're like $20-$25 a piece. And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take them all."
I'll take them all.
Did you get a discount for buying them all?
I got them in trade, so there's that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's always good.
Thank you for showing that again.
Hey, no problem.
Right,
Ryan,
I'm gonna head out just before because my wife hasn't yelled yet.
That's right. You had a half-hour limit. That's right.
Yeah,
you're way over
Thanks
that half-hour limit.
I'm way over that. So
I was thinking, Alan's like live all the time. How does he manage?
I was saying the same thing, but Alan says, "No, I'm not live all the time. Sometimes I'm recorded."
Yeah, I'm just like.
Yeah, he's got to have some time to record so we can have that pre-recorded stuff.
When's your big grail drop, Al? Oh, 8 months. We gotta wait. Okay, I'll set
8
a
months.
calendar
Yeah,
reminder.
I'll send you a reminder in 8 months.
I look forward to it. It's gonna be epic.
I have bigger news that's happening actually this month, but I can't tell you guys. It's bigger news.
Okay.
Well, Ryan, you got anything you want to show off?
Okay, bye guys.
Alan, thank you. Have a good night, bud.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for joining us, Alan.
I got a stack of books
What? You have a stack of books?
He
I
always
heard your
has a
wallet
stack
was
of
going to make an appearance tonight.
Oh, I can get it. I can get it.
Talking some smack.
You guys help me.
He's tied up right now. So I got this X-Men 76 today.
Nice.
Gil Kane.
Reprint of the first appearance of Banshee, which I actually have right above me. If you look right, I'm trying to look where the corner is. That's my first Banshee right there. But yeah, cool.
Yeah. He looks a little more human than the actual first appearance.
Yeah,
the first appearance
on the
makes him
cover,
look
for
like
sure,
a
yeah.
ghost. Yeah.
He's very. He was drawn very weird in his first appearance. It's like these kind of glasses, goggles, black, like dark circles or whatever under his eyes.
Well, yeah, they were trying to make him look like a ghost, right? So I mean,
yeah.
like a banshee.
Yeah.
That's a nice shape.
So that's a cool one.
That is a very cool one.
I got a bunch of
Looks like
stuff
nice
in
grade
there.
too.
Yeah, not bad. It's maybe like a 5 to a 6. I don't know. It's hard to tell. You know, sometimes you get these black covers and you know, the wear is so easily seen on the spines and stuff.
Right.
I don't know what I tend to struggle trying to guess a grade on those sometimes. We got a second copy of Submariner 4.
Nice.
Nice Atuma.
That looks like a pretty copy too, though.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Have you completed your Submariner run? Do you have them all?
Nope. Still working on it. But this stack's definitely gonna help with it.
I love that
Nice.
cover.
Nice.
Always
Oh, that's
have it.
beautiful.
It's so cool. Yeah, and this is like a VF Plus copy, so pretty nice. I got all
Oh,
these.
that Ghost Rider you tried to sick me on last night. He wanted $10 shipping on top of that price, which put it pretty much at FMV. I was like,
Mm.
I was like, any wiggle room? He was like, nah. I was like, okay.
I got all these from Mark at Collectibles at one of his recent sales.
I love that cover.
7, yeah, it's cool.
I saw somebody took a photo from that, just about that same perspective when they were in New York.
Yeah,
like-
Dave, West Coast Avengers.
Was it Dave?
Yeah. I think I'm trying to think if I posted something and he sent it to me. I'm trying to remember what the book was, but I think it had a similar, or maybe it was that one. I don't know. I haven't posted that yet, but maybe it's something similar to that. No,
Hey, some Avengers action there, or Defenders action.
Hulk, Silver Surfer.
Defenders and Avengers, huh?
I just shot a video talking about how this run has like a lot of really great cover cameos from other Marvel characters.
Yeah.
And this is a good one.
I love that surfer pose. That's a great pose.
Yeah, it's awesome. And in that one, it's Silver Surfer, Hulk, and Submariner versus the Avengers. Pretty
So it's
cool.
the Defenders versus the Avengers.
Yeah.
Just minus Doctor Strange, but
This is
and then there's Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Yeah.
In his, I like that costume. They didn't run with it very long, but I like that costume.
It is really cool. I recently got the first appearance of it, and that cover is so sweet. With it's all like another beautiful black Silver Age cover, and
Yeah.
They
he's
brought
kinda,
that
like,
costume.
standing over like that. It's just really cool.
They brought that costume back in the 90s. I remember.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Then I got Submariner 30, Captain Marvel appearance.
Fight me like a man.
What's it say here? Don't
Come out here and fight me like a man.
More like a fish out of water. I love how they're like all at the beach in the middle of the night too.
You know, it's like maybe that It's the lighting. There's like a little bonfire off to the side there, you know.
And so this next one, Brandon, I don't know if you have this one, so I apologize, but it's FF65.
I do.
Okay, good.
What was that first Ronin?
Yeah.
First Ronin, yeah.
I got a pretty low grade that I got for like $20, but it was just to get it. But that's great looking copy, man.
Yeah, it's a VG fine. But
I love how you have to apologize to him. I'm sorry that I bought a copy of the
he says,
run that you're
"Stop coming
collecting.
for my FF."
Get off my Kool-Aid, man.
Alan didn't apologize when he, outdid him on the.
That's the only FF book I got here. But now I'm gonna veer over into Mr. Akins lane. Some
Yes,
Iron Man.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
the Midas touch.
You got this one?
I got that one.
I feel like you have most of them.
The only ones I don't have are like about 30 in between 5 and 60, somewhere in there.
Early, yeah.
Yeah.
106.
Yep.
Fighting all the suits.
Number
And-
55 is the big one I got to get next. That's the.
And then I got
That's a
105,
good one.
Jack of Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. I always liked that character. I thought he looked cool. But
Yeah, it's a character though that would be really hard to bring into live action without making him look really weird and silly.
right, yeah. I mean, in comics, he looked cool.
And I'll finish off with this one.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Ryan likes his covers like his coffee.
I actually don't like coffee, but if I did. But yeah, this was the one I've been chasing for all year. Side quests, my last side quest book, so
That's a beaut.
off the list.
That is awesome, brother. So, did you see all the? I mean, I'm not going to go through them again, but did you see all? You can watch later. Rewatch the video. Did you see all the Byrne Claremont X-Men I picked up?
I saw a few of them.
Yeah,
I was kind of like in the middle of making some dinner and doing
was
some
trading
stuff.
with Dan, and it was funny because Dan would go off to the side and talk to himself. Be like, you have 3 of those. You have 4 of those. It's okay.
I feel like I'm talking to myself, Biggie. Make me small.
There we go.
Yeah, no, I did see a bunch of them. Yeah, some really nice books.
I got his copy of the first Sentinels that he had. The 14.
Dan had first Sentinels?
Yeah, I'll show it to you. Here, let's see.
Yeah, show it.
It's got a chunk missing out of the bottom corner, but other than that, it's beautiful.
Nice. Yeah, it looks better than my copy, other than the chunk. My
Yeah,
copy,
right there's.
well, I don't know. It's pretty close.
But yeah, other than that, it's pretty nice.
My copy's kind of tanned. Colors are good though.
Yeah, I mean, hey, any copy's better than no copy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You got anything to show, Brandon?
I don't. I got the rest I need for videos that are upcoming that I'm.
All right, you got to keep them secret. Top secret stuff going on there.
I don't have the flow coming in right now. It's getting towards the holidays.
I just did an unboxing so we can see this one. I just ordered this one.
Uh-oh.
Really cool.
Mr. Akins is ordering things.
Yeah, I ordered
What
a
a
couple.
bad influence you are on him, Ryan.
Well, I mean, you see all these older comics. I can show you some newer comics that look pretty cool. I love this Silver Surfer
Yeah.
A
cover
really
by
cool cover.
Del Otto.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's cool.
Do they have a version of that? They must, right?
They do.
Yeah.
That's
It's
beautiful.
Really gorgeous cover.
And that is
It
that
is.
Alex Ross?
No, it's Del Otto.
Del
Gabriel
Otto. That's
Otto.
right.
And then that was the thing. I think Rob's Fat Stacks of Comics. He got one. You know, that's basically what YouTube comic book content is just one big commercial. You see people
Right.
stuff.
We're all
and I'm
buying more stuff that the other people show
I want
us.
more stuff. Yeah. The newer, the modern stuff I seem to be getting just because of covers. I'm like, I really love that cover. I'm going to get it just because of the cover. The older stuff I'm wanting to read, but the newer stuff I'm buying just because of the cover. And I saw this one. I said, I got to have that one.
Right on.
It's beautiful.
That's beautiful. I want to say hey to Nostalgic Pod Blast. I'm going to recognize the chat. So, hey, Pod Blast, how you doing? He said he's never seen that surfer either. So, you're opening it up as we speak.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
opening these up. I had two things I haven't opened up. Live unboxing.
Live unboxing. Who knows what things may lie within?
Ooh, nice. This was also another cover buy. I saw this cover and I'm like, I'm going to have that one too. See if we can get it out. Nice packaging. Painter's tape. Would have been nice to put I always put a little tab on mine so I can get in there.
Right. I was joking with Dan when he came into my comic room. He walked into the building and he goes, it smells like a comic shop in here. And he goes, oh my God, it is a comic shop.
This has got a little foil action to it. I thought this one was didn't have the foil to it. But
hey guys, unfortunately, I got to take off. My oldest daughter's sick and she won't stop coughing in bed. I got to go take care of her.
That's all good, brother.
All right.
Thank you for coming in, man.
Hope
I'll see you
everyone
guys
feels
on the inside.
Yeah.
See you,
Yeah,
Brandon.
Feels better, man.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, buddy.
Little foil action there.
Cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Adam Hughes. Had to get
Oh,
this
is that
one.
Hughes? Nice. Love me some Adam Hughes.
So I got this one and the Del Auto. I said, ooh, I've got to have those two covers.
There you go.
I think I saw this one because of one of Alan's challenges. I was like, I don't have anything that has a pool on it. And I was looking through something. I was like, ooh, that's got a pool.
Yeah. Pod Blast is asking how your school year is going, Mr. Akins, and it'll be Thanksgiving break before too long.
Oh yeah, you can ask a teacher. Any teacher is going to tell you exactly how long each holiday is. It's 2 weeks, and then we'll have Thanksgiving week off, and then after that it'll be 2 more weeks, and then we'll have Christmas off. So yeah, I love this cover, and I didn't realize when I got it was this shiny foil. I thought it was just a normal matte finish.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I like it.
So, which one do you like better, the Del Auto or the She-Hulk?
Ooh,
Tough call.
that's a tough call. You know,
Depends on what you're
collect
thinking of.
I collect Adam Hughes though, so I'd probably go with the She-Hulk.
Okay.
So
Depends on what you're thinking with.
well, you know, it also depends upon your proclivities, I guess.
True.
Exactly. The unisex guy that, you know, or the full figured green Amazonian.
Do you like the boys or do you like the girls? I mean, you know.
And the only other thing I got coming is I've got a Randy Bowen mini statue, because that's the only other thing I collect is the mini statues. I think I'm going to put this one behind the Silver Surfer Randy Bowen that I got coming in.
I had a huge collection of Bowen mini statues when they first were coming out back in the day. Then when I got together with my wife, she's not a stuffed person. We auctioned it all off.
You know, I got into those things because at my comic shop, he bought a collection of them and they were super cheap. And I had action figures and I basically traded action figures for those because he wanted the action figures more than he wanted those because those weren't selling. And so he was selling those things for $15, $20 a pop. So when I first when I first started getting them, they were super cheap.
Yeah,
And then I was going online like eBay and places like that, and I was still finding them. Oh, well, this one's only $40, so that's not that bad. Nowadays, you go and you look at some of those things, and those things are hundreds of dollars. I guess it's because they're getting
Yeah,
more
well,
and
they're
more
Bowen.
removed.
Bowen is a very famous sculptor, and they're quite collectible.
And they're so
Oh.
far removed. You've got, it's like a comic book. You've got so many that are now damaged. They're older.
Right.
There's a limited number of them. And
Like I said, when I started getting them, it was like maybe late 90s, early 2000s when I was first getting them. So, I mean,
I gotta say though, Mr. Bone really dropped the ball on the Colossus one.
I know you were telling me you weren't too happy with it.
His head's all misshapen. I found another bust. I might have shown it on a live or something at some point that it's really, really cool. I have it. And but yeah, that Bone one is like his head's really skinny and then it's like all like misshaped and weird looking. I don't know.
it doesn't look good. You're right. There's a lot that I really like, but you're right. The Colossus one, I'm not going to get that one. I had the Hawkeye one and I wasn't happy with that one either. So I went with the Gentle Giant, kind of switched that one off. I had bought the Hawkeye one and had it and put it up on eBay and sold it and got the Gentle Giant one. But you're right. The Colossus one, you're right. His head is misshapen.
Right.
And I don't like
Why
the
did-
finish on that one either. He seems like he should be, almost a chrome statue because of his power set.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you got another statue just recently too, didn't you, Ryan? A little mini one. Because I remember you were showing a picture of it and you were like, it was a miracle that it
I got
there
a
safely.
Christmas ornament. I got a Colossus Christmas tree ornament, and it came in a macaroni and cheese box, wrapped in packing paper twice, with just like a roll, like open holes. And
Oh my goodness!
Stuck in this mac and cheese box with the thinnest. I honestly Kraft macaroni and cheese has a thicker box than the one that they chose.
It was generic mac and cheese, huh?
Yeah. It was terrible. I can't, but it came perfect.
It arrived okay, huh?
Yeah, but yeah, it was pretty bad.
That's crazy. Angry Outer says his ex bought him a Megatron statue back in the 90s while they were on vacation. And they stopped the security at the airport, went through the X-ray, and they thought it was a gun. Oh no.
Do you actually have a tree, Ryan, to put the ornament on?
Yep. Right over.
That's right. You're in Canada. You guys are already into that Christmas thing, right?
Yeah, well, we have Thanksgiving early October.
Right.
So it's
so when is your Thanksgiving? It's like what week of October?
It's usually like the first weekend of October, generally.
Oh, okay.
But it kind of shifts around. It's not always the same date.
Gotcha. What do you guys think about that? They were pushing for to make Halloween the last Saturday of every October rather than having it on the 31st.
Who was arbitrarily going to decide that?
They're like, well, Thanksgiving's always the third Thursday or whatever. So why can't we do
just in the US,
Halloween the last Saturday or whatever? What's that?
Just in the US, they were going to do that.
It was something where they were pushing for it, and I was like, "Why you can just celebrate whenever you want, right? I mean, who cares?" But it was on the radio that people were pushing for that.
That would be hard to implement,
right?
You'd have to have buy-in across states, or would it be individually? Each state decides when they're going to celebrate Halloween. Then it becomes this whole mishmash of Yeah,
nobody's changing it. He's right.
Right.
They can try to do it. It's sort of like Arizona doesn't recognize daylight savings time, but
somebody was saying that they're in the islands up there in Canada, and they were like, he's like, I'm in a whole other time zone. Even he's in the Atlantic time zone or something.
Oh, well, if someone was in Newfoundland, they might. There is this really weird time zone up there that actually is a half an hour. It's like,
Yeah, he was
it's
like,
like,
I'm in
so like,
the Atlantic time zone. I was like, what the heck is the Atlantic? I'm like, okay.
yeah, I think I'm right. I could be even wrong, but I think they're like a half an hour ahead of the Eastern Standard Time.
Prince Edward Island or something, or
Prince Edward Island is yeah, Prince Edward Island actually, they might actually be a different time zone too. Like
yeah,
one ahead of Eastern. I can't remember now though.
yeah. He said he was in
But
the Atlantic time zone.
if Prince Edward Island is, then so is like Nova Scotia and maybe even New Brunswick. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe not.
I was
I
just
don't
like,
know.
that's weird. But I mean, yeah, I mean, the whole thing where different states can decide if they want to follow daylight savings time. I mean, how confusing when you're trying to call like a business or something. Or
Well, my cousin lives in Arizona. So,
well, they don't recognize it, but they still have to follow it. That's the thing. Even in Alabama, we wanted to get rid of it, and it has to go through federal approval before we can actually not have to follow daylight savings time. So a bunch of other states decided they didn't want to do it either.
There is definitely like a push, like in a lot of places, to just get rid of daylight savings time altogether, which I wouldn't mind. It's so dark. It's like I like the one day when I get an extra hour of sleep, but like other than that, like it was like 4 o'clock and it was getting dark already, and I was like, this sucks.
right. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that. I think Mr. Akins and I were talking about that. He said it doesn't matter what time they change it to. We're still like, I do construction. I'm going to work in the dark and coming home in the dark anyway. So, but there's a lot of antiquated stuff that we follow, like, like even summer vacation. Summer vacation was so that you could help bring in the crops and everything, right? So all the kids were able to help with the farm. That we don't need that.
No.
Yeah, good luck getting rid of summer vacation now.
Right, that's the thing. Nobody's going to allow you to get rid of it. But I mean, there is year-round schools in other countries. So I mean,
yeah, I mean, there's different methods and ways.
I mean, you have like a 4-day school week, and
even in the U.S. versus like other places in the U.S. or Canada, like where I am, Southern Ontario, generally school starts right after Labor Day. But then like I know there's like California, they start like the start of August and they're back to school. I don't know what it's like for you guys.
yeah, ours is was end of August. Kids are going back to school. Yeah.
So we're like, but then if you go back to school early, that means you're going to end earlier than we do, right? Like in Ontario, schools are kind of wrapping up mid to late July or mid to late June, and then July, August off, and then back in
right, for sure. But yeah. Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on and talking comics with me. It's been fun. And thanks for
come on earlier.
Oh, no problem. I'm always throw up on our little chat thread. I'm like, hey, I'm going live if anyone wants to come hang out. And I usually get like maybe one person. So it's nice to have all you guys show up tonight. So
that's called pulling an Allen. Let's see who can just come on with
with last second notice. I mean, I'm real good at that. Well, I was gonna try to set it up, but I didn't know what time you were gonna be done with your dinner. And so I was like, okay, well, Bob Bless says here in Georgia, public school kids go back to school end of July.
Yes.
Get out in May.
Yeah, it's idiotic.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother. You don't want to get me on those tangents since I'm a school teacher. You really don't.
I'm sure you have very, very hard opinions on these things.
Oh yeah, I've got a very clear, hard opinion.
As a teacher,
I do have a hard opinion about this. If you want a piece of Bigby McFly art, you need to do your shout-out video.
You know what? One day, it's no rush or anything. One day, I want Bigby for you to scan one of these, and I want to color it digitally.
There you go.
Like
I
into
can-
digitally and stuff. Anyways,
I have pictures. I have photos of the thing. I could send you photos.
maybe in the new year. I don't need to put anything on my plate right now, but every time I see it, I was like, oh, I'd love to try and color that.
That's what Alan is. Alan's always saying he wants to see my stuff in the Phoenix one. He really wants to see that one in color. He's like, that needs to be in color. That needs to be in color. And I'm like,
I really did dig the short that you did with that flame.
oh, the one where you said I had
Special effects.
sold my soul for dark magic.
Yes, you did. Because that was just awesome with that flame going through your Phoenix drawing. I was like, that is awesome. I can try and scan this and send it to you. And
Yeah,
that
that'd
way
be awesome.
Sure, yeah.
Send it to both of us.
I don't know when I'll get to it, but yeah, it would be cool to take.
But that's the best thing about digital. It can sit there until February and you go, I got some time. I may want to color that now.
Yeah.
You've got all the way until next Halloween to get it colored to bring it out.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, Ryan, I did give something to Travis to include in your package when he does your artwork too today. So.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, that'll be great.
So you're going to do one more drawing?
Yeah, we got to do. I've got to get a roundup ready for. I've been putting it off. I need to get a roundup for all the people who have done. I'm going to take it off you big here. I got to do a roundup for all the people who have done shout outs and make a video for the public to subscribe to everybody. And then we're going to do a giveaway for those guys as well as for the people who've done shout out videos. And then I need to also get with everyone who's done shout outs that wants to participate in adding to the giveaways for the public and for the shout out participants. Because I know Mike said he wanted to do something. I think Alan said he wanted to add something. So everybody's got their little thing, and we're going to have everybody ship it from themselves too, and we're going to give them away as each separate little thing. So it's not like one person gets everything. It's going to be like everybody gets a little bit of something. So
okay.
Yeah.
Was Ryan the first shout out video I did? Was Ryan the first one I shouted out?
Was Ryan your
It was
first
one
one?
of the first ones I think I shouted out.
I was definitely early.
It's either him or me. I don't remember which one was the first one you did.
Because me and Ryan started about the same time, I think.
Yeah.
The YouTube game.
Yeah, I just remember seeing the one you did for me, and I was like, this guy's like kind of mimicking my intro and everything. This is kind of funny.
I always love when I was in the classroom, now that I'm teaching virtually, but I always loved having kids get up and mimic what I would do in the classroom. It gives you a whole new perspective of exactly what you're doing when you get up there in front of everybody. So do a Mr. Akins impression.
Pod Blast is complimenting your display, Ryan, and your slabs.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I would love to see. Actually, I'm going to show you one that I'd love to see you color this one, Ryan.
Yes.
This is the one that Alan keeps saying he wants to see colored. Is this one?
Oh, cool. Yeah, that would be awesome.
It's Phoenix. So, he keeps saying that one needs to be colored. I want to see it in color.
And who's getting that piece of artwork you did, Ryan? For the
Is
Brandon get
red
that?
skull? Brandon. I'm gonna give that to Brandon. I told him on the stream that belongs to him. Since it was his.
That was a cool piece. Actually, I came in late and didn't know that was like a prop, and I was like, "Wow, that's awesome! He has a piece of Kirby art."
Well,
it's part of your Halloween costume.
I think I mentioned it. Like I used to draw a lot when I was younger, high school, a little after high school, and I got good at I got good at kind of just looking at something and then drawing it, you know what I mean? Like copying or just drawing something from sight. But I've never really like gotten good at just drawing right from my head, you know? I need some kind of like reference, something to look at and like kind of work at and try and make it look exactly like that. that's always
And
been where I
professionally, you do graphic design. Is that what you do?
work in advertising, but there's
Okay.
a lot of graphic design that is part of it. Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
One last thing, Ryan. Let's see your shirt.
Ryan's shirt.
Yeah. That's from.
Galactus. That's a new one.
The Galactus.
It's from Fantastic Four something. I'm
Yeah.
I'm terrible at numbers. It's a Bronze Age Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I
Nice.
knew I recognized that.
He's got like the b-boy stance, like he's just like
Yes.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, thank you guys again for coming on. I want to remind everybody, share your love of comics with everyone you meet. You never know where it'll lead you or who you might make friends with. All these guys on here, my friends, because I've shared my love of comics with them. So thanks again for hanging out,
all
guys.
the corners of the continent,
You're
That's
right.
Yeah. Got the Pacific Northwest. We got up there in Canada. We got
Southwest.
down south.
We need a Southwest.
From coast to coast, almost.
That's right.
From sea to shining sea.
We need our California person or somebody over in the UK or something, right?
Oh. Then we're going way beyond four corners.
Yeah, there we go.
We're global, baby.
All right. Well, Pod bless us. He just subbed you up, Ryan. Yeah, you guys sub up all the guys that were on the channel tonight. Mr. Akins from What's on the Comic Rack, Ryan from Colossus Collector. We got
you know what
Mon Comics.
I caught your conversation about when Brandon was talking about views or watch hours. See, I'm the opposite. I'm still struggling to get to 1,000 subscribers, but I hit 4,000 watch hours like a month ago or 2 months ago.
Right.
And I have no idea how I did it. Like, it's not like I've done a ton more live streams or anything. I don't know.
You've been real consistent about putting stuff out, though. That is a
lulls, but yeah,
fairly long. Your stuff is like 20 minutes, 20 minute-ish or more.
That is true.
And most of my stuff is like 10 minutes or 8 minutes, and so it's like, that's the problem.
I had a few really good performing lives too that did really well, so that's helped. And
yeah. I don't even think I'm at 1,000 hours yet for watch hours. But
when I got started, everybody was saying the watch hours is like the hardest thing to get, and I'm finding the subscribers the harder thing to get.
Subscribers, I mean, there's like a lot of my stuff. My guys came from shorts, so.
I should do more shorts. I just slack so hard on shorts.
Yeah, well, Lunch Money was telling me he's been getting a fair number of subs from that, and he said he was really steering away from it because he didn't know how to do it, and once he learned how to do it, he was like, "Oh, this is so easy."
Yeah.
Why wasn't I doing this all along?
I've had success when I do like comic book, like. I did this thing where like I showed Colossus at the start and then like a modern Colossus. That's like one of my best performing shorts. And then I did this other one where Colossus like breaks the neck of a guy who's part of the Brood, and that did really well. And then I did
I think I saw that one.
The 90s X-Men cartoon with Wolverine, and that did really good. So those are like
we had the Canadian accent, right? The Canadian
the
Australian accent. Yeah.
That one didn't even get like 100 views. That one really tanked. Yeah, no, that one tanked. I tried to do like a what if episode. What if Wolverine was Australian, and I used a bunch of clips from that OG pilot, and it tanked hard.
Wow, Pod Blast, that's awesome.
Wow.
His entire runs of Silver Age and Copper Age Marvel 60 to 93.
Oh.
Nice.
I think what's helping you, Ryan, on your views is slabs. Because I consume a lot, and I'm watching what other people looking at their views, and it's always slabs. When you're showing slabs, those people watch it. It seems like over and over, more than once. They love the slabs.
The CGC unboxings are just like money. Like you do an unboxing, and it's just like 1,000 views. Boom.
Nice. Yeah, my shorts, Lois Lane. People love Lois Lane. I don't know.
I'm actually really happy that my two Colossus ones are like two of my most highest performing
There you go.
shorts. I got to do more Colossus material.
Well, you know, that is your thing, right?
Oh yeah, I grabbed this.
Oh, let me make you big.
This was a Marvel Masterpiece card, a Joe Jusko, and they put it on the cover of a X-Force book.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That is cool.
I saw it and I was like, well, I'm getting that.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you see the two giant size cards I gave to Mr. Akins? I don't know if they have a Colossus one of that or not. But
No, I didn't see it, but I actually have that card too, which is cool. So I have the book and the card now, and I'll have to put it on.
oh, yeah, here's Mr.
Yeah,
Akins got. I gave him.
Oh yeah, I did
two-
see that. I did see that.
Yeah, so they're like full size
Full
cards.
Yeah,
but-
they're like cards on comic books. That's awesome.
No, they're just cards.
Oh, they're
These
just
are
cards. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
That is
They were
very
just cards. They would come in a foil cellophane foil wrapper, you know, and you would get one card.
cool.
So
I like that.
I really like this Magneto one. I think I like this one more than the
Yeah.
Iron Man one.
That's really cool.
well, you know, I didn't know I was giving you the Iron Man that you didn't like.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of this modular armor. This
Right.
is my,
Bob Blast says he's been collecting comics since '82 when he was 10 years old. Nice.
Nice.
Very cool.
It's awesome.
Right on. Well, I will go ahead. We're gonna wrap this up. Exit the solo layout here, and we'll wave goodbye to everyone. Let's try. Yeah, there we go. All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
See you, everyone.